Gonna go in on this one. So I don't have any notes, but I got like five things I want to talk about. Let's go to the earliest one, the one before Black Wednesday. The shady shit that WWE does. Like there's always gonna be some asshole out there that says, "No, it's just good business." Yeah, good business is also like hiring your family and stabbing someone to get ahead. That's also good business, right? Yeah, as assholes. Shady shit, doing underhanded things to get what they want instead of giving props to that person and getting things doing normal means. Shady shit would also have to do with something like um, pushing Roman Reigns and Nia Jax just because they're related to a certain somebody, even though their actual talent is far subpar the level of someone who's getting a push like that. That's shady shit. Mike Adamle. Mike Adamle, for some reason, was hired back in the mid 2000s or earlier. And he was, like, who is he? Extremely underqualified, looks scared as out there, and he was stumbling over every freaking word. He didn't know the names of the wrestlers. It was so embarrassing. Like, why would they hire this guy? Like, what? That's shady right there. He was only hired because he was close with someone with the network. You see shit like that. Not because they're good, not because they're talented, but because of something of a grander scheme. Yeah, scheme is the right word. So let's start with the earliest one. I believe in like 2019 going into 2020. Scarlett Bordeaux and formerly known as Killer Cross. How is this shady? Simple. For years, and I mean years, they always want to Killer Cross. Look at the guy. He's jacked, he's tall, he's intense. Of course they want him. Just like they wanted Punishment Martinez, they wanted Donovan Dijakovic, they wanted Keith Lee because they're big and imposing men. Of course they wanted Killer Cross as well. But Killer Cross is turning them down left and right because he believed they didn't know what they were doing when it comes to that kind of character. Of course, NXT would do him right, but main roster, good luck. So Killer Cross kept turning him down left and right. And what did they do? As soon as his girlfriend was released from Impact Wrestling, they hired his girlfriend. And they did absolutely nothing with her for about 6 months or so. They did nothing with Scarlett Bordeaux. Not a manager, not a backstage interviewer, nothing. They hired his girlfriend to get him to come to their company. Oh, you don't want to come here because you don't think we're going to do a good job? Well, we're going to give your girl some chicken scratch money and we're going to bring her along knowing that you're going to follow behind her because we know how men think. That's shady shit. Okay? You're not going to entice Killer Cross with like giving him a nice contract or guarantee this or like some good merchandising bonuses or pay-per-view deals or promising certain matches that will never come like Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. They got him to come to the company because they grabbed his girlfriend. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. So let's go with the Black Wednesday stuff. Of course, we know what happened with Drake Maverick. He almost won the tournament for the Cruiserweight Classic. They teased the viewers along, making you think that he's going to get his job back by winning the championship. Ultimately, no. They strung you along all those weeks because of that. Because of that social media plea from Drake Maverick. And what did they do in the end? They gave you nothing. You wanted Drake Maverick to give a shot back. He was probably never fired to begin with, but he cut a passionate promo, or he really did cut a passionate promo, and they had a scheme to string viewers along to make it to the end of the journey. As long as Drake Maverick sells as if this is the most important thing on the planet. And when Drake Maverick lost that first match, I thought to myself, oh my God, it's over. They never do double eliminations in WWE. Oh my God, they did. And he's definitely going to make the finals, and he definitely made the finals. I think he beat like two former Cruiserweight champions to get that spot. And I'm like, come on, how freaking obvious is this? So Drake Maverick made it to the finals. Triple H came out there and said, sign it. And I'm like, is that a real contract for like a crap ton less money or some shit like that? Because why would someone say sign this? I mean, like, it's kind of weird when you force somebody to do that. So they strung the viewers along all those weeks, making you think that Drake very well could lose his job when he had no chance because WWE controls who wins and loses. Let's go with a little bit after that one. Shad Gaspard, and they didn't mention Hana Kimura. Only on NXT they mentioned Hana Kimura, but it was not for the right reasons. Io Shirai came out, and she had a Hana, I guess a Hana like armband, but it didn't really say Hana on there. But the commentators didn't mention it was for Hana. They didn't mention that Io Shirai and Hana were friends. They just mentioned Hana passed away on NXT, and that's it. As soon as Io Shirai came out, and that's it. Shad Gaspard, he got his graphic mention right before MVP was on screen. They didn't tell us that Shad Gaspard was good friends with MVP, even though some people did see Shad Gaspard and MVP celebrating when Kofi Kingston won the title. The casuals don't know that, and they didn't say anything about Shad Gaspard verbally on the air that Shad Gaspard and MVP were close friends. They just put them back to back as if the only reason they put Shad Gaspard's date and picture there was because Shad Gaspard was black and MVP is black. And they mentioned Hana Kimura, casual wise, they mentioned Hana Kimura because Io Shirai was on the screen. Japanese and Japanese. Kairi Sane had a nice little umbrella this past Monday on Monday Night Raw, and it said in Japanese, Hana-chan arigato, which means cute little Hana, thank you. And it was in Japanese, so they didn't need to translate it, or did they? I think they did. I think they did. But the casuals don't know that kind of stuff. They don't know the inside stuff. They don't care. They're mowing lawn. They're racing their cars. They're their cousins and stuff like that, and they don't care about the WWE inside stuff. They don't care. So they just assume that oh well, they didn't have a video montage for Shad Gaspard, even though they work with the company like they did one for Howard Finkel, not for Shad Gaspard. So that was kind of shady because they put the graphic right before people of the same race. That was very sketchy. Were we gonna put this tribute thing be right before those people? Really? Really? Okay then. So, let me see here. I guess okay, so hey, okay, so two more to go. The one with Jeff Hardy and the police situation. As we all know right now, George Floyd was murdered essentially by the cops for reasons, and the police are under fire tremendously of the past week. And the first thing WWE does the entire year is put the police in a segment. So the police are in the beginning of SmackDown for absolutely no reason. You want to say it's because of the Jeff Hardy incident and the drunk driving stuff, but the police were under fire for the entire week. And they happen to have a police segment at the very beginning of SmackDown. So you can say it's because of Jeff Hardy's incident the past couple of weeks ago, or you can say WWE is capitalizing on the whole George Floyd police situation by having a police situation at the beginning of the show with a person who was knocked out on the ground, just like George Floyd was knocked out on the ground. Similar situation. They handcuffed him behind the back, just like George Floyd. And I think 100% that was a message to the George Floyd situation. So you can say it was because Jeff Hardy's thing, but knowing WWE, they wouldn't do that. Last but not least, the most current one, as of a few hours ago, we know about this one, the calling of formerly known as Zack Ryder, Matt Capone, whatever he wants to call himself. So they called Zack Ryder, they called his girlfriend to use his pool. As if WWE executives don't have their own pools. They got to call up a fired person's girlfriend to get permission to use his pool? As if they don't have other ones. What, because I guess he's in Florida or something like that? They didn't mention that. They could use any freaking pool in the world temporarily to film some stuff, but they happen to call the girlfriend of someone they fired. Are you serious, bro? But that's not the worst part. The worst part was a little bit later on, the friend of that person who was fired asked him, can they use their pool and bring Otis, the person who wanted to film with them? So Zack Ryder knew that WWE wanted to film Otis and Mandy there at his pool, and then coincidentally, a few moments later, Miz and Morris wanted to use the pool and bring Otis for absolutely no reason because Zack Ryder and Otis don't know each other, but for some reason, Miz and Morrison wanted to bring Otis along to the pool for reasons. You don't think WWE had anything to do by telling Miz and Morrison to bring Otis along with them? Really? That day, that time, right? Oh, it's okay, CM Punk. All is forgiven. Water under the bridge. We completely forgive you. We're going to give you your firing papers on your wedding day. What a mother. Oh my God. This company is right there. Bobby Lashley, we promise you, we're going to give you the match you want versus Lesnar. We promise you. 4 years later, oh, Lesnar doesn't really want to fight you because he likes fighting guys and throwing them around, and he can't really throw you around. So please sign for another 5 years. Please sign for another 5 years. This company, if ever, now you know why the Revival left. I was listening to the Revival, Jim Cornette's thing, very entertaining stuff, by the way, very entertaining. And FTR was talking about all the freaking stuff they were telling FTR the entire time, telling them and pushing them and telling them the world's going to be theirs, and they wanted proof because FTR is smarter than that. And they're like, I don't believe a word you're saying. I want to see some proof that things are going to change around here. 1 week later, they had some good stuff there. The week after that one, tag division, just like usual. Wow. So FTR got out of there real quick, no matter what they did. And I love that thing with Bruce Pritchard. And he said, this is for you guys. And then FTR said, oh, really? What's our end game goal? Yeah, exactly. They wanted to embarrass the Revival on the way out. And FTR is like, okay, that's fine. We're going to make do with this. I'm going to give it the best we can. And then we're out of here because we don't want to sign another contract. And at that point, WWE is like, you want to sign? Get out. And where the hell is Ali? Where the hell is he? I know he's not hurt. Where the hell is Ali? Mustafa Ali is just absent and not using them for some freaking reason. What's next? He's gonna pop up out of nowhere at the SummerSlam, just like what's it called? Mojo Rawley and Shorty G appeared out of nowhere right after the last pay per view. Like, come on, why aren't you using these talents? Okay, an Indian guy is gone from Raw, whatever. Why don't you put Ali magically on Raw for no reason? This company, man. This company is doing some shady stuff there. It's so stupid. Um, I don't pay a damn thing for this one. So I got none to do. There's no New Japan. There's no Stardom. There's no Shimmer. GCW starting up again. Thank goodness. 2 hours of Impact. I mean, like the shows are postponed across the board. Essentially, I could go back and watch older stuff there. I haven't seen Gotham or The Flash or stuff like that one. I'm in the middle of watching the Carbonell Effect season 3, episode 9, the one after the Impractical Jokers episode. I'm watching that. I'm watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX for the first time. Yeah, I'm up at episode 140 when Jaden goes dark. I'll just put it that way. Um, yeah, so I'm watching some stuff. JoJo's next on my list there. I know Baki season 2 is greenlit, so that's cool. I didn't watch Harley Quinn yet, so I got that to do as well. I didn't watch Batgirl yet, so I got that to do. So that's stuff to do. But like it's hours and hours stuff. So like I'm just chilling, doing my thing, and I got RPGs to play as well. So like that's something. I'm trying to get Persona 5 for like $10. Persona 5 Royale for like $10. But the guy wants $15. I don't know why I'm being stingy about things. So, $15. I'm like, maybe, because I don't think it'll be that price for a long ass time. But my mentality is, by the time, by the time I finish Persona 5 Royale, the game will probably be like $20. The game is that long, you know. So like, yeah, I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about getting a Persona 5 Royale for that price. Um, because like if I rent the game, I'm not gonna beat it. I'm not gonna like beat it in time or whatever. So it's no way, no way. For Final Fantasy VII Remake, I can probably beat that thing within 5 days. I can easily beat it, but not Persona 5. It's one of those kind of games. Yeah, so that's the stuff going on in my life per se. So that kind of stuff. It feels like WWE is like the only game in town, man. It feels like the only game in town. NWA has like no new episodes to film. Impact is in the can until like July. Like you're gonna see empty arenas or whatever in Impact until like July. GCW is starting up there, so like I don't know how their tape is gonna go. NGPW is gonna be like making an announcement on what they're gonna do for shows. So that's cool there. Do they need a crowd there? Probably not. It's nice. But do they need a crowd? Probably not. Stardom needs a Stardom. No, they don't need a crowd. They don't need a crowd. I wish they had. I wish they had continued their shows. I don't know what the hell happened with Stardom. Maybe if they continued Stardom, let's not talk about that. Um, and nice little bonus for someone who's here. So here's a little sneak peek at the thing that I use when I do a side by side cam. I built it up there. It's hard to see there at the angle, but there's some stuff at a correct angle. And over here, at the bottom over here, right there, I found those PS1 games in the garbage area, not in the bin, but it's like on the floor. And I found those PS1 games. Oh shit, he doesn't care. I'm out.